I think we want to talk about Jose right now, Rob. We just want to make sure Irma gets out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of folks would like for me to stop talking, and that means the weather will improve. But we will talk about Jose because certainly something we do need to mention. You can't ignore that we have another hurricane out there, north-northwest movement. This is on Irma at 17. The winds are 50 miles an hour. Now, just try to wrap your arms around this whole situation that we're seeing today. Keep in mind now, this was all done by a tropical storm. Irma had weakened to a tropical storm by the time most of the impacts had reached us. So we always talk about hurricanes, but tropical storms, as we have seen, can do as much or more damage, especially places like Charleston, where when it rains hard and we've got a high tide like we had today, flooding becomes a real issue. So it looks like we can say goodbye to Irma. Eventually, it's going to move away from us. Question is, what about Jose? Jose is a hurricane, a Category 2 hurricane. The winds are 100 miles an hour. It's moving to the north at 12. Now, the steering currents are going to be kind of interesting over the next few days because it's going to do a loop-to-loop. That is the official forecast. Then once it kind of comes out of that loop, then we'll have to wait and see where it goes after that. Does it move back out to sea? Does it once again get close to the southeastern United States? Both of those are kind of in play. And again, we'll take care of Jose. We've got to get through Irma first. And Irma is still throwing a lot of rain bands our way. As you look at the radar, it just won't go away. While some of us are seeing some breaks, others are getting still those areas of rain. But one thing you notice, we're seeing more breaks in the rain as opposed to a solid kind of band effect where you have solid rain all the way through. There are some breaks, but that's where you get the squally weather. That's why we still have the potential for some gusty winds when these rain bands move on shore, especially the ones that are showing up red and orange. That means the winds can be relatively gusty as well. Now, tornado watch also continues until 10 o'clock tonight. Even though the tornado threat has diminished greatly, it is not zero, so we can't ignore the fact that any of these cells that come on shore could, like earlier in the day, maybe spin up a water spout or maybe even a tornado. So some of the heavier rainfall that's falling right now is right down just to the north of Seabrook Island, close to Kiowa. They've been out there all day kind of facing the high winds and strong waves pushing in across the coast there. Also into Charleston Harbor, we've got some good rains coming overhead as we speak. Then we move out towards Daniel Island, right there along Island Park Drive, Daniel Island Drive. This is very heavy rain. Royal Assembly, that is going to be moving on out as well. But right now, Daniel Island, you're watching us and you are getting pounded, at least most areas of that city. Here's the way it looks, Georgetown to Andrews, heavy rain up in Georgetown County and some lightning. One thing we haven't really heard much of, at least I haven't, but I've been inside most of the day, is thunder. Some of these thunderstorms, you probably couldn't hear the thunder when they were there, but what you did hear is that constant roar of the winds. It's very indicative when you get a situation like this. Along Interstate 95, Santee all the way down towards Holly Hill, we've still got some heavy rain. So this is a storm that has impacted the entire state of South Carolina. Drier air is trying to punch on in. As it does, we'll slowly but surely see that rain area kind of being choked off just a little bit. These are current temperatures, and some areas actually did get some late sunshine. That's why we've got 80 down on Edisto Beach. That is, most areas are pretty much in the mid to upper 70s right now. Tomorrow looks like a more promising day with a little bit of sunshine and temperatures back into the mid 80s coming at you on your Tuesday. I think tomorrow's Tuesday, right, guys?
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
It all just
Tomorrow's
kind of blends,
Tuesday.
Rob.
It just kind of runs together. But in all seriousness, obviously, it's been a heck of a weather day, and Irma really did kind of exactly what we thought she would do for us, and that is bring us the heavy rain and the gusty winds. We've got another high tide coming up. I know you're worried about that, and I know I am, because we still have some rain, but this one is not going to be as high as the one that came through earlier. The predicted height would be about 7.6 feet, meaning we could conceivably have water from that next high tide. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see if we can drain the water out a little bit before that next one comes in.